welcome in. I was trying to think of some great ways to start this. I had some books, I had some stuff, but welcome to episode 100 of this Let's Play. I know we're calling it The Struggle. I mean, we're making over $4 million a day now. We might be a little past some of the struggling, but we started off, this was, I think, our first apartment. We had some humble beginnings here. Now it's gotten a little bit of fancier stuff. We do have like the $48,000 TV just like in the bathroom. And we started off pretty simple, but I figured we'd just do, I don't know if we did it around episode 50 was sort of the last one, and we've expanded a little bit since then. But I figured maybe we'll just sort of go for a little tour around, do a little catch up, and just sort of explore where we've been and what we've gone through, and maybe we'll see some issues along the way. But we just sort of have our little first home. We started the game. This is we're in story mode, so we started right here, and crazy to sort of think how far we've come. I mean, I could open the map. If I open the map, it'll be a little jarring, but we own most of this street now. There's a couple of residentials I don't think I've quite gotten yet, but I think that's just, what is it, 2? Do we own that? Yeah, we own there. Okay. So really, and this is the main street, so it doesn't even technically count. I was going to try to fill this whole street with gyms, and I guess it's still in the plan. We started off with some gyms. I don't even know where our first gym is. That's our second one. Oh no, our first gym was somewhere around here, wasn't it? I don't even know. Maybe we got rid of it. Oh man. I think we got rid of gym 1. We might have gotten rid of it in the time. Oh no, it was across the street. I'm trying to remember now. It's been a while. Here's gym 1. Okay. So, we've had a lot of businesses through the time. We've got a lot of gyms, but they do follow mostly this sort of layout. Where they, we do have this little shelf thing. This was one of our first big blueprints. I know we got linked below. And we spent a lot of time building it. Trying to sort of get these little back locker rooms and these showers in a way that didn't feel so creepy. And I think we did okay here. Here we can hit this little walls button. To just push it once. So we've kind of got the little change area, a little bit privatized. A little employee section. But, this is one of our early designs. And, hey, we've got 50 more gyms as we try to tour our city. This is another one. I believe it's the same design. So if we even jump to gym 12, this is sort of our newer design that we came up with. We have a little desk. It still has a little bit of a gated blocked off. I'll just toggle the radio here. But you'll sort of see we do sort of have an actual bathroom in this design. And we kind of hid these sort of things back here. And then we have a real locker room. So you kind of hit the little nook. You have these, and then you can even pop out and you have little showers. They have those sort of little mirrors with the hair dryer, I figure. There's also a little sink in there, just in case, sometimes you gotta wash your hands, you never know. Brush teeth, do all that kind of stuff, I guess. But, this design took us a while. But, we got it. I did not realize how much these people would clip their heads in, but, this is sort of like a little shipping locker. We got a couple little motivational posters, a little bit around, bit of a clock. I do like this desk. It is kind of funny when you sort of see, oh, that was funny, that's our cleaner. When we come to this, and we could even sort of peek in. These gyms are getting some people, 264 people yet, or 264, 258, 254, 252 on the slow end. Even seeing this sort of hourly set. We're almost full most of the day, really. And honestly, we're just we're open. We have just cleaners, and then on the weekend we're open the full time. But hey, we get a lot of customers in this. Our pricing in this whole district is pretty strong, and I think we're the only gyms too, so we could charge. I think we could charge a little more if we really wanted. But really, We don't have any trainers, and that's okay. Like, it's a service thing. It doesn't cost anything more right now, but they come in. That is a really hilarious spot for that person to have taken a little phone selfie there right in front of the mirror. But like, that's most of our gyms are gonna kind of look like that. We do have like a B design in sort of, this is sort of A1. I don't think there's any A2s in this sort of row. We could try to take a peek. It's sort of a little backup design. Oh, there's an A2. So I mean, that's most of our gyms. A2s are a little bit bigger, but still follow the same exact sort of thing. There's no trainers. We did actually do a bigger sort of locker room set. So you have a little bathroom, the locker, and the shower, sort of a little more separate this time. And then we do have the smaller bathroom. Right, just has the one stall. And the shower, a little locker room. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, it is over capacity of what it needs for sure. A little bit of a bigger front desk. But still tried going with some of that sort of little bin style too in the same building. And I think we did pretty well here. Like, I'm like fairly happy with how it turned out. I do really like the flooring. I think the flooring in both the gyms actually turned out sort of the best of the sort of set. You can have just these gym mats under the weights. I like this sort of bench in the middle. And like, hey, it's a good use of the space. And we did pretty well with it, honestly. I think, are we coming near the top? We could go, let's go, we go north, yeah. So we could go a little bit up the street. So we've expanded a little bit, even if we we could even check. I mean, if we'd go through our bizman, we've got just a sort of regular HQ with some logistics and our purchasing agents. We've got a full headquarter, or HR quarters we were calling it. That's got 50 managers, and you'll sort of see if we scroll down this list, most of them are pretty filled. So we'd be getting close to needing a second one. I'm going to pop open this again. And we have just another headquarters there, which just has got all our headhunters. So they are kind of always searching for employees, which is nice. Then it's always going to get us sort of the best thing ever. So like, they're going to only be full-time people that are pretty much going to have no scheduling issues. I don't care too much about equipment or environment demand on most of them because we can just buy the equipment pretty easily. Like I said, some of these, like the headhunters and stuff, no certain demands. I don't really care about benefit or the environment demand. I just wanted to limit the amount of them that we get. So the sort of office employees, we do have a couple of those things on just in case. And then we got a couple more of these headhunters here just set up with the HR people just so that they're full and ready. And we're ready to expand our headhunters as soon as we need to. I think we did actually update our gift shop. Let's see, yeah. So, I mean, we could pop in. We've got a fairly diverse set of businesses. If we'd even go through business types, like we do have at least 2 of everything, I believe. Pretty much like we're excluding coffee shops. So like coffee's, I think, the only item that we're not providing in the garment district at the moment, which is kind of crazy. But like we've got bookstores now, we've got clothing stores, we've got electronic shops. We got a lot of empty offices at the moment. We've kind of rented a lot of things. We got a bit of fast food. The money for them hasn't quite balanced back up yet. I think we're still going to slowly work on it as we go. But we just started expanding some gift shops, which is nice. And I think we're just starting to produce a little bit of our own sort of gift items too. So we just set a factory up for that. We got a couple graphic designers. We've got 50 gyms. We do have some hairdressers that are doing pretty well. I think we could maybe try tweaking them a little bit still. Then sort of our jewelry stores, I think we got like 14, and like some of them are, I think we are working on our watches supply at some of them still. So we'll sort of see how that goes. I think those were the alerts there. We just started getting some of our law firms up and running, which is nice. I mean, they're doing really well. I mean, like, they're doing fairly well. I guess we could maybe peek at our satisfaction soon. We'll see. It might be on pricing still. We got some liquor stores, then some nightclubs, a few supermarkets. Okay, yeah, I think pricing isn't the favorite on some things. So I was trying to boost the market, and that's okay. And then a few web development agencies, and like, so we're covering pretty much all our basics here, which is kind of nice. And like, even if we sort of look at ourselves and rivals, we can see like some of our low, I guess if we go low, yeah, fast food's going low. Oh, wow, I was expecting more from this gym, but like our web development, you'll see we have a lot of gyms. They're just easy, steady income. So like they really help balance us out as we keep scrolling down past all the gyms. As we'll get to the like $100,000 businesses, like some of our gift shops, some of these we named a little smarter. We did just name all our jewelry stores Jewel and then a number. And then you'll sort of see like right here, some of them I started just putting the district they're in, just so I could sort of find certain things easier. But we just started that a little recently. We got a couple clothing stores. Was one of our later sort of businesses that we really could have expanded into sooner, because like, wow, we do have a couple M1s of these, so these are doing really well. I believe our electronic stores are only like the C2 or C1s. So if we sort of go by building size, like here's an A2, I want to say, or is this a C2? Oh, this is a C2. So it's a bit of a C2. We didn't do the most design work in it. I feel like I'd want to come back to some of these eventually and get a little better in. But it covers the needs. I do have soda disabled just because the price of it in the Karma district is, we kind of tanked the value. Because if we even go back to our rival screen, we did take out Ingrid. We haven't fully gone after the other ones yet. You can sort of see we sort of slowly going after him a little bit, but I think we kind of just started buying some businesses from him too, honestly. And we could probably buy these people out more than just having to tank the market. And like, it's not too bad. Like, we make more in a day than he's making in a week, than she's making in a week, than like most of these people make. Like, we could probably, if they were in a district that I cared enough about, we could just buy some of them out, and like, it wouldn't be too tough. But I mean, the gift shop's doing pretty well still. It's an okay design. We could even pop next. Oh, nope, I wanted to go this sort of way. This has kind of got some of our main sort of shops. There's one of our gyms. That gym 3, wow, I never realized gym 3 was in such a nice area. Here's our fast food. I kind of like the design. It does have a coffee stand. I don't think it's functional. And we'll sort of see, these aren't the most popular fast food spots quite yet. I think pricing is not quite set to what we needed it to set it at. I think I'm trying to see if I keep the price high enough, maybe I can get the market to push itself up a bit. And we'll test that over time. This should be one of our early designs. It's just a big nightclub. It's not going to be open today, unfortunately. Yeah, it's Wednesday, so we don't have it open on weekdays. But, I mean, it's got soda. It's got bars. I put a little fake kitchen in the middle. We got a little leopard print floored bathroom. It was kind of funny at the time. I think I overdid it a little bit on the storage, but really looking here, I guess I probably didn't, because it's pretty full storage, really. And I didn't not realize how full we were. I do have the coat check kind of in a weird spot, because also a lot of people will run in, come to the coat check, and then go to the other stuff. That's okay. And I guess we do have a little private VIP lounge in this one. And it's pretty nice. We spent a fair bit of time in here designing it. But, I mean, we did spend a fair bit more time in our other club. So we might, we'll have to check that out soon too. A little hairdresser. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I think there's a lot of open space still in it. So we'll have to think about that a bit. Like I started with a blueprint and just sort of designed it in this and just slightly updated it. I didn't do too much. We might need to come back. I guess I wasn't sure if this was going to be a big enough business that we'd want to expand with it, or just like have it just to say we have it. But you know, it's nice. Okay, and like we own most of this district. Here we can. Boom. So let's go down here. Oh, the game's fighting us a little. There we go. So we could just peek into the bookstore. I don't think I did really. I didn't do anything to the bookstore really. This is like a default blueprint. I just dropped in, and it's worked. So I'm not upset with it currently, and we could update one soon. It might be worth doing. It just we were kind of trying to just take over the market with some of these, so we just put some in, and when we had the market, I figured might as well keep it. And that's okay, you know. Sometimes you just gotta use what the game gives you. Here's an electronics store we designed, and we do have the blueprint saved down below too. It's kind of our knockoff Best Buy. We out of phones here. We are out of phones here. That's crazy. I didn't think we could be out of phones. Huh. We might have to check into that later, won't we? But we kind of have a little theater room in the back. We even colored the bathroom. I just love that I went full yellow with it. It was kind of funny to me. We do have, I will say, if you use the blueprint, to really be careful of the noise, because the amount of speakers in this building, if you have sound for it on, it is loud. But we've got everything on little shelves all around, a little fake computer stations with all the items, little signs around. I do kind of like the use of these TVs. And like you have all the sort of TVs, a little speaker section. I think I filled some of the shelves with books here. They are the decorative ones. I was kind of hoping they'd be filled if we kind of put a decorative item on the store. Maybe we could like fill it with some sort of placeholder or something easily. Just to sort of fill in the space a bit, but it's okay. Oh, there's a city. We do have a little car parked at a special spot that we've kind of left it there. But I kind of tried making this like a little fake DVD or game sort of cabinet. And then you'll have some little like on hold items back here. Little shelving. Into the sort of back storage room. There isn't fully a door walls thing, so I kind of just use those security gates for now. And all these little shelves up here too. It's a kind of nice way to go with it. Did I? Yeah, I do have the drinks fridges, but I just have them disabled in this district, so that's okay. And like little security gates both ways, and I guess this is our Best Buy. You know, I guess I was hoping that our time of day would have been a little nicer, but you know, time flies when you're having fun. And did we pop into a jewelry store yet? I think we did, but we can just pop back into this. No, we didn't, because we haven't even been in this one yet. Okay, so here's just a little jewelry store. Oh, look at that. Oh, we made less than 4 million today. Oh man, with 114 businesses. But I guess here's our little jewelry design. It's got just some little shelving cabinets. I don't remember why this cabinet's here. Is this here in all of them? Huh. Okay, well, we'll have to double check and find out. But kept it pretty simple. A little carpet. I don't know why there's a little carpet there. But we have just the 2 jewelry things. Do I even have? I do have security guards that will come in. And then we do have the capacity for the sort of watches you can get, because you can put both types of watches here. You know, it's just a little basic design. We do have the little bathroom, a little cleaning cupboard, and that's sort of our jewelry stores. Like, put a little bit of effort in, but not the most effort. I do like the walls in it a lot more. Like, just this walled path. I kind of liked it more than I thought I would. And, like, I did kind of want it to be a little bit of an ugly store. With the thought of ugly stores, I feel like I kind of grabbed the default. Maybe we did the slightest bit of tweak to it, but, like, this is kind of just one of the defaults. I tried designing a liquor store for a while, and I just couldn't get it. So, it's not my proudest moment, but like these are the little liquor stores that we're using, and like, hey, they're giving us money. We can't actually get these 2 businesses annoyingly because Jessica is arrival. Oh, look at that! That's one of our advertisements. I mean, the other one was too. Is this a default club? Okay, and here's... Oh, no, this is a default club. Okay. We did grab a little bit of a default club, and it's pretty similar to how we designed, honestly. I was expecting it to be a little different, but, you know, it was fine. I just needed for the sizing, and we did okay. Next we can come to, these are a little bit more of a disappointment currently, unfortunately. You're going to see there's a lot of sort of empty space in these. If you saw our blueprint, you'd sort of know they're a little bit more filled out, the clothing stores. I wanted to go with a little bit of a Christmas theme. And I would have filled the bookshelves even on some of these more. But like all like trees, and there's like trees, pile of gifts, a lot of decorations on the walls. But unfortunately we're out of season technically. So I guess you can't use them yet. Maybe there'll be a time there, a way that we can get them to come in regularly, but I did just paste the blueprint. I don't think I put any description to it in yet, but the blueprint is technically available below, so it should be linked in my sort of workshop list too, and like hopefully one day soon that we can find it all. This is, yeah, that's just the default gift shop. See, I think there was some other stuff on the side. Yeah, we do have our little web designers. So, sort of see the default. Oh, I guess this. No, this started as a default. We just did a little minor tweak to this one. I sort of did some of the floor. I liked how it did the sort of table here. We did sort of adjust the back room a little bit, and just gave everybody the fanciest of desks with the tablet, with the mouse pad, with a laptop, a screen, and a phone, just so we can use this for any sort of office size we want. And hey, it's worked out. It's a nice, easy paste in, you know. Sometimes you just need something a little easy. And that's what we went with there. And that's okay. Our other big one, I don't remember if we actually... Did we prettify? I don't think it's very pretty, actually. It might be an ugly one. Because our pretty office kind of got a little bugged, unfortunately, and I don't know if I've taken the time to redo it quite yet, but yeah. So we just have a little bit of a basic office for our law. That's okay. I mean, I would like to come back and update it, because this is kind of ugly, but hey, it gets 50 employees in, and they fill the place up good. Like 450 people a day. Good. So, it's real hard to complain about, right? We are going to be getting close to needing a nap. Do we have a home nearby? We do not exactly have a home. I mean, we could go back to our home there. But, I mean, we could even take a little peek at the map. So, like, here's our district. I think the only place we didn't go is one of our grocery stores, actually, which is kind of close. So maybe we'll walk there, and we'll try to take a taxi after we leave. But here we go. So this is one of our early sort of shop designs. We had a little bit prettier at first, but we learned a little bit the rough way about how the moving company works. So you should be a little cautious about the moving company. So they're coming in and putting everything in the corner. I'm just going to remove soda from this, and that'll bring this rating up a bit. Okay. You know what? I'm curious for a second. Yeah, so... Okay, cool. It's just curious. So, yeah, the cheapest soda can price in the market was $1.15. Some of the cheapest things in the market are a little low. I mean, this is the supermarket, so it's a little hard to tell, but some of the baked goods and stuff, I think maybe they're slowly raised prices a bit. But soda can is kind of pretty bad. Just because we did tank the market, and then if we'd look at little Ica stand here, we can even see their prices. Still haven't quite caught up, so like fries, hot dog, ice cream, salad, soda can's the worst, cup of coffee's really bad too, and cupcake. They tried to compete with us too. And Ica will never go out of business. They're going to lose some money, just like a Costco. They're going to lose some money here in their little cafe just to get you into the big store. And, like, I guess it works. They just haven't quite recovered yet, and I guess we'll have to wait and see if they will eventually. Nope, I wanted that taxi. So like that does this sort of area for us for sure. Like we could see, we do have a fair bit of area, spaces rented. There's our clubs. We got our little fast foods. Oh, we didn't visit our fast food. Huh. Is this my club? I think I have a bed at the club, so we'll try checking out the fast food. Worst case, oh, we did actually check the fast food out. I forgot. But let's order a coffee while we're here, and we can get a couple of these. We didn't eat at the time either, so that's probably why our energy's gotten so low so fast, and that's fine. Yeah, they're not the biggest fan of our pricing still, but that's fine. So that, and then ice cream should give us a good food boost too. Perfect. And like we didn't pay because it's our own store, and you know, we're doing pretty well with it. I do kind of think we might eventually want to try to design some nicer things. That's fine. Like I believe, oh, that's not our jewelry store. What else do we, I don't even know where we are on the map. Okay, I know where we are on the map now. We haven't gone quite so much into Hell's Kitchen. I just threw a bunch of gyms in, and then we'll have a little jewelry store, and then just a little... Okay, did we even set this law office up? Yeah, I guess okay, I did. Cool. I did set up a law office there. And we have a couple little clothing stores and an electronics store. Same sort of designs that we've sort of seen already. Then we'll actually have some of our big gift shops. I think we have two. I think we just opened our second one. So this is actually Midtown that we're just starting to get pushes into Midtown. We'll have our sort of big clothing store here. We have our big nightclub that we actually got. This one was one of our early on businesses. It's kind of nice. I kept it around. Is it going to do as well as like if we put a clothing store there? Not at all. But like, hey, it's still nice to know we have it, you know? And okay, we could actually peek into a gift shop here. Perfect. I was wondering where one is. So here's sort of one of our big gift shop designs. This is actually one of our first M1s. It's not here. We didn't build it here, but we designed it in this area. I wanted to sort of try to replicate a mall a bit. So you sort of see all the shops in the gift shop are sort of split up a bit. So like you have an actual gift shop. We have a little information desk, a little manager's office, and like a little cleaning cupboard. We have a flower shop, which is really nice. A little bit of seating around, a little sort of coffee shop in the middle. It is set to disabled, just so that it doesn't mess with our capacity. This was a pretty early design. I do love using these wooden walls. If you sort of double them up, it kind of looks a little closer to a real wall, especially when you use that darker color. Kind of gives that actual walled off design. So we did make sort of 2 bathrooms here and a little private one here. Okay, that leads us to our electronics shop. So that's nice. I don't know if all of them we have quite yet with all the sort of headphones and things stocked in, but I think it's nice to start selling at the gift shop. It's got its own little back security area there, or no, its own little storage space. We have a little bookstore. I tried to make a little fake comic book shop. We have a little fake gym. I don't think they quite use it, but you know, we followed a lot of our sort of gym principles. Little lockers, little shower, and put a board up, which is nice. And we kind of lead ourselves to a little back room, I'm in a little prison cell, a little security office to go with it, a little break space, I don't know, a little back employee area, and then just some general storage. And like this is our sort of like mini mall series. Like this is our gift shop. We do have another part to this. We did actually make our clothing store M1s, sort of align up with the style a bit too. So how will we find one closer next? I was hoping to. So maybe we'll head that way. Yeah, all our jewelry stores are sort of the same style. They're all in A1s right now. We could maybe design a little bigger soon. I don't actually think we're going to go to that clothing store. No, we're not, because we could take a cab. So we can take a taxi to sort of our next big district area. Oh, you know what? We'll go to the north one. So we'll come up here. I think this was an M1, wasn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. So here's the next set in the series. This actually gets the sort of food court area to call. I mean, for the clothing store, so much of this work is not a clothing store. We got a little food court. We do actually have a little mini flower shop in this one too. Thought it was kind of cute. I don't think I took these out on this one, but on some of them I actually did start taking out the little hairdressers. It gets a little bit buggy, and that's okay, I guess, in districts where we're not having problems yet. But they do think about the hairdressers, so you got to keep that in mind a bit. Oh, I didn't realize the price is not the perfect on that. Okay, well, they still bought one, but we have a little jewelry, so we just sort of split up our clothing store. We kept the mall. I guess I did change the flooring in this section of the mall, but you never know. So we do kind of have some different clothing stores. So you got, I made a little fake shoe store. I guess cheap jewelry. I'm charging too much here. Cheap jewelry. Oh, why is cheap jewelry? Oh, he's cutting costs. Our rival is cutting costs on us, I think, this couple days. I tried to make a little modern kids clothing store. I kind of liked how these shelves sort of blend in the clothes a little bit, but like it's a little bit boring. If we looked in designer, these are filled normally. I don't actually quite know how to fill these. I never really tried, because can I buy clothing? Let's find out. Can I buy clothes and fill them? I've never fully tried. I'll just buy a couple. Okay, let's place the order. Perfect. And then can I just like store it here? Okay, apparently you can. Cool. I did not know that. That is a cool thing to learn about. Honestly, that is pretty cool to learn. I do see though, I do have this messed up modern one in the corner. Is it messing up here? No, it's still 75. Cool. That's fine. We have little bathrooms here. You know, actually, I think I skipped over one of my favorites I did. I feel like I really like this couch. You'll actually sort of see we hit this color theme throughout this store. And sort of each pillow is kind of on the wrong couch, but like it makes a pretty cool setup. And even the storage shelves are colored. But I went for a little like color for kids kind of clothing store feel. Yeah, we have the bathrooms. Don't mind the cameras, you definitely can't see those. And a little more of a modern clothing store. It's got some more of the some like jewelry or like perfume sets I kind of tried to mimic. A little back storage. Each of them I kind of gave their own little fake storage space too, and I like that idea a little bit. I've hidden a couple sets of baskets throughout. There's a few in the middle here. I do like these benches a lot. Here's a little jewelry store with a little manager's office sort of back storage area in the back too. A little men's suit store. Like this. I did like this design idea a lot. You have the little back room. It's sort of, I thought I was going to fill it with more storage shelves at the time, but you know, that's okay. And then just even going through the food court area here, we got some extra tables, a little security office. And like it's a pretty nice setup. We never set uniforms here, so maybe I'll just sneak through and do that because these people keep complaining and I will never remember to do it again. I gotta go through businesses. Every now and then we go through all our businesses to update those things. So yeah, oh, we are right by the hospital. But we don't gotta go there. Where we can go is to the nightclub. It is Thursday night. We are not open. But here's one of our big clubs. It took us a while to get this design, but did we do? I think we did a lot of this one actually in game 2 for a while, and then we sort of swapped it up and went back and forth a bit. But you'll sort of come in. There is a pretty big queue here I have it set at, but that's fine. There's a little coat check. I have it as this is sort of the one entrance in and out. We do also have a little outside bar. There's a little bit of seating here. Just in case. Some bathrooms. Those are pretty simple and basic from at the time. But you'll come in. I did try thinking about these decorative gym bars to use them as like a fake doorway. It's worked okay. You'll sort of see there is a ring around that pretty much goes all the way around. That is kind of got a little bit of our staff area so people don't sneak too far in. But we have a little our secondary bar, our main stage and floor. So put a couple of the TVs behind. You'll have the DJ here, some disco balls, the lighting, and a couple of private booths. Our sort of third bar. Just put the little shelves and everything here. It's a nice setup, which it does lead to our fourth one, which is sort of the VIP lounge. So I tried having the coat check sort of here so that they would try to come to this area, and I feel like it works pretty well, which has its own little DJ booth, a couple booths, and then like private rooms. So like there's some rooms. This is the VIP section, and then you got the real VIP tables here too. You can actually go around them. There's couple of like squares and the little wider one there, but I like they got their own little lighting in it too, and then just a little fancy bar. So you'll sort of see if you could even go from this bar, you'd sneak around. So really you shouldn't get people that aren't employees behind this bar, which it's a pretty nice setup, I think. Alright, even if we sort of sneak through, the only way to get back and around the other way is actually behind this DJ. So to get all the way around, you got to go behind this DJ. It's really funny to me. So when you see people, if you get this design and you ever see someone in this design back here, you know they walked pretty far. Especially if you see somebody standing there, they walked a lot of ways. But that's kind of our main design. I was debating trying to go to one of the beds, but maybe we'll just pop on the couch for a couple hours. We can even skip the time to get there. Perfect. Just gave us a little bit of energy to get, where do we need to go to next? I think I know where we're going to go to next. We just got to find a taxi. Perfect. I love when it works out nicely for us. So there's our club. We kind of, a lot of these are sort of the same sort of blueprints in, and that's okay. We got our malls. We have our sort of newer gift shops too. Like here, where can we find it? This was our first M1, so it's actually our second gift shop. We could, I guess we could travel to here. So you sort of saw a little bit. Here's one of my favorite ones we did. Is here's just our parking violation. It is parked in right past the parking sign. It is technically in the street. I was trying to block a little more of the crosswalk. It is parked on the curb, in front of a hydrant, on the no yellow sign. So I tried to get as illegal as we could with our van, and it's been here for like over 100 days. I don't know if I want to say like 200 days, but we're working our way to the 250 tickets with it, and we're getting there. I mean, who sells cars when you could just illegally park them? I want to keep the taxi, maybe. Oh, no, you know what? We could check out our second residence from here. Because this was actually... I don't think we actually have anything in here anymore. No, we closed up what's in here, didn't we? We did, but we could take a little peek in. Just sort of see it's a little empty now, which is a little sad. This was one of our first big factories we were working with for a while, too. And like at the time, it felt a little big, but then we really got into the industrial area, and it did not feel as big. And you know, that's okay. Size matters a little bit, but our factories, it put in the work for us. We can pop into our home. We can get a real nap in. So let's pop in here. Sort of our second home. We spent a lot of time here between setting up that gift shop, setting up the factory. Oh, there's a ticket from that illegally parked van. Okay, and we're back to 4 million for the day. Perfect. But now we're full energy. This home, we got a little easier too. It looks nicer. It started with a blueprint, and we've just done a couple little tweaks to it, really. And I mean, I like it. So yeah, there's our sort of gift shop. It's lasted a while. We could take a peek. We do actually sort of this area. We don't have too much in this area. We've got sort of our little headquarters sort of in this district. Just, there's a lot of big offices that weren't doing too much traffic that we had to compete with ourselves. So I figured it would be smart to move some of our offices here. We did slowly start moving some warehouses to this area. So they do all have that same sort of look now. A pretty similar look. I think our clothing one's a little bigger, but just tried to give them here some little private warehouses. I started with the blueprint, pretty much just pasted it in. I got the trucks moved here, and like it's worked out pretty well. We could even look towards our logistics people. That pretty much our factories are just straight up sending them to their warehouses. So like where and then number is the warehouses, and that they're all sort of named based on what they're doing. So this is gift shops and bars. So it's also doing the liquor stores just because alcohol, and you'll sort of see it's getting all the items that the liquor store would need. I think we've been running out of cheap gifts, so we slowly got to bump up our production on them for sure. And like our watch factories, just sending watches to electronic stores, gift shops, and jewelry stores. Our phone factories just going to electronic stores. Clothes are going there, and then we do have some extra clothes factories going up too. That will be able to sort of send stuff where they need to go. Then so we have our little food warehouse that's doing sort of just our foods. A little book and hair. Our electronics ones are a little bit more full because there's a little more electronic stores. Our jewelry stores also are a little more full because we have more jewelry stores set up too. We gotta get some more watches. Okay, I did think we need to bump up our watch production, so we'll do that. Then our little clothing stores. I go in, and you'll sort of see we just have the start to our gift factory. So maybe we didn't fully set this up yet. Just say 10,000 each for now, and that's fine. And it'll just send whatever it's producing over to there, and you know, nice. Like that's kind of our warehouses. They're all pretty similar, so I don't think we need to peek through all of them. I have a little regrets that we came here at this time. Oh, I was gonna say it would be hard to find a taxi, but I guess not that hard. So I guess that is pretty much the main land. And if we'll sort of go towards our factory area, I think you'll see we do have a lot of control of this district. There is no big competitor here currently, so we took over this district pretty easily. And I don't even know if we check our rival screen in a moment or so, it might be our main one. But where is one of our first factories? We did replace our old jewelry factory. But we got a couple factories. We were just in our watch factory the last episode. I think I'm a little bit more proud of our phone factory, so maybe we'll pop here first. We can even pop into interior designer. But like looking at how these work, it's pretty crazy to me. Yeah, now it's daytime. So like we have our sort of outputs right here. That's making a phone, that's making a phone. That we have them sort of face to butt. This is making a phone. Okay, that's also making a phone. That it's just sort of getting the sort of easy inputs here that they're going to. I mean, we're wasting a little bit of the kiln, wasting a little bit of the laser on this one. But we're doing perfect on the consumer goods, on the circuit boards. And we're doing perfect on the audio modules too. That I'm pretty happy. So like there is not too much worrying. Like our electronics factories got to worry a little bit about waiting to store the like 300 or whatever capacitors. That each of those little boxes holds 300. So if you got to make 300 for them to move it onto the input, it could take a little bit of time, and you could lose a little bit of production technically until the backlog builds enough. So this way, the only backlog sits on the conveyor belt if there is much, and like I think it produces a little better throughput, and I'm a little happy with that. So we could see. Did I even double up the output? No. I even individualized the outputs because it needs all the inputs and sides to it. And like, I don't even know. Does it even show us the proper ones? It does. So every 5 minutes, it's producing a phone pretty much. Or it's producing phone every 2.5 minutes of each type. If we think about it, every 1.5? No, 1 minute and like 15 or 1 minute 15 seconds, I want to say. In game, it is producing a phone, which, like, yeah, 1 minute 15 seconds. It produces a phone, which is kind of crazy. I think we might soon need to expand. We're probably going to want to get some M1 sized stores in too. Or some M1 sized electronic stores in, just like we'll need some M1 sized jewelry stores. I was gonna say we could just run over to our little watch factory quick too. I'm not as happy with it. I think we might replace the design real soon. We were sort of working in it last episode too for a little while. But just putting a kiln on this line at least helps it. Putting like a laser on this line helps, because if this output gets two mixed items, so like right now it's all speaker, all speaker, all speaker, it'll build up until it gets 300 before it puts it away. But because we put a laser on the line, if there's an item that's not gonna match, so there's every 5 minutes it produces 4 speakers and then one screen. So as soon as it gets the screen, it'll put the speakers away. As soon as it gets the speakers, it'll put the screen away. So it kind of helps that. I couldn't quite fit it into this sort of design that we have right now for the circuit boards. So it's not great. And then we just have a lot of input people still too here. That, like, either way, no matter what happens, we're going to have a pretty similar amount of input stations. Maybe we'd save a little bit doing it this way on sort of these, but like really hiring an extra person doesn't really hurt me that much. So we might sort of scrap this and have it match the phone factory, and like it's fine. We can do a lot, and like I'm not against what we got. Like we did pretty well, but I think we could just do better. And you know, every now and then this game's just all slowly trying to get yourself and trying to be a little bit better every day. And like that's what I hope we can accomplish sometimes, where we can be a little bit prouder of ourselves. Can be I think our new jewelry factory is actually pretty. And I think there's our clothing factory is beside. I hate the sound of it, so we're just gonna go right into this mode. Yeah. So this is one of our clean ones. This is only making cheap jewelry, and I figure because jewelry is pretty expensive, all the cheap jewels, all the cheap uncut gems we get is on one long line. So you're gonna see this whole line goes all the way down, and that is the only cheap uncut gems. It should be the perfect amount even. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So it should be the perfect amount, 30, because it produces in 30 minutes. So the perfect amount of gems, because this puts on 1 a minute, which is kind of funny to me. It takes it a bit of time to get there, but I was going to say as soon as this gets here, it'll go to one of these, which is pretty funny. But like, it did take these guys to backlog themselves a little bit first for it to get there, and that's okay. These will maybe eventually backlog. It'll take them a little bit more time to process that. But if we sort of look after they go through the laser, they're going to go into a polisher, which takes 15 minutes. And then, so 2 of these that take 30 minutes can go into one polisher. And then into one consumer goods that just share the input to the rings, just to save us a little bit of hassle. And like, that's kind of the line there. And then it just flipped on this side, the opposite. And then they just get the output. I guess 2 of them share an output because they're kind of just flipped systems. So just repeating patterns are kind of nice. It makes life a little easier. Just to sort of think and plan. And like, hey, we do still have a fair bit of room if we needed to build something else in here. But I'm pretty happy with how it looks. It's really clean. It's real easy to understand. And I don't hate it. I just hate the noise it makes. Man, I thought we had another one. Okay. We do got another place. Here's one of our sort of secondary clothing factories. So we have a main clothing factory that's producing all the clothes. And then just for some of the more expensive stuff, I've sort of set up a little design that we've expanded here. that's pretty much just taking that path and just building it out. So similar to how the jewelry went, all the fabric is going to come down this line to a laser cutter. And then these actually do a little bit funnier. That I do actually have this one set properly. This whole line is male, this whole line is female, and it is only producing a classic expensive clothes in this factory. Because that's kind of what we were selling a lot of. And then we have we have expensive modern in another factory that's pretty much identical to this. That's just all the laser cutters going down, and that every 2 laser cutters are going to split 3 sewing machines, because it takes 10 minutes at a laser cutter, which is perfect. But because it takes 15, it made sense that this should be able to share with a little bit of wastage, but not too much wastage of time. I think if we could have expanded it, we could have tried to expand it to like have the extra sewing machine, but like I think this works out fine. We would have had like a lot more wasted time the other way. So like we're wasting a couple minutes on each, and like I'm content with it. Like if we even watch the machine in the factory go, like these are always moving, these are like filling up too. So really, it could be worse, right? And like the pallet shelves are nicely filling up here, and it's hard to complain too much, you know? Okay, look at that. So gym 15 and 50 other. I think it's supposed to say 49 other businesses. So we might have a little bit of an issue. But because we don't have any trainers, we're going to keep getting that message, and that's fine. There's our jewelry factory. There's our clothes factory. We could take a peek here. Here's one of our newer factories that's just doing some of the gifts. So it's we haven't fully fleshed it out quite yet. But we have sort of the cheap gifts getting produced. Is this cheap gifts? No, this is expensive gifts. I was just sort of working on the design, and I don't hate it. We might do a second one sort of flipped, inverted, which I guess I was trying to save a little bit on this plastic for some reason. I don't know. But it's making little snow globes, so it's producing them here, pushing in. It's producing sort of the molds are sort of all this side. And then you have, I guess, was it water? Yeah, water. And okay, it works. And I mean, if it ain't broke, so fix it too much. But easier side is we have here. It's just killing to the laser cutters to make the cheap gifts. It's a lot easier. So we did need to be making our own cheap gifts for a little while, and I feel like it kept stalling on it. Like we've been backlogging the stock for so much, and like buying out the stock for way too long that really it's pretty worth it to be producing them on our own. And I'm like a little upset we didn't start sooner. It's an investment. Like these machines aren't cheap. So like the production person is easy. Like you have 2 people for like 1 minute, really. And like that's nothing. It's just literally the machines of it take a little bit of effort, and we got there. I'm set up for it. I got all the belts down. I just got to actually get a couple more kilns here. I don't even know if I have them delivered. I think they might even be in the delivery spot. That we can always do it a little bit in the next one, and that's fine. Now we're in the weird spot. I always forget coming here is a little bit annoying because getting out of here kind of sucks. Oh, look at that. When I say the taxi comes, so I guess it's hard to complain too much about that. Yeah, we could check out our big clothes factory for fun. So see, this is a little bit of a messier one. That we do have the same sort of design that we went with there. Do we? Oh no, we don't have the same design. I actually went with the 2-for-1 here on the cheaps, or on the expensives. Trying to get the most of it on this line. So that's what we went with. But I do have them set as male, female, male, female. So it is sort of like each of these lines is technically half of the other one that we sort of saw the factory. Because it is splitting male and female in half. So is this. And then we got a little tight space, but I got all the cheap clothing here too. In the same sort of way that they're splitting male-female. And like, hey, it works. So it's doing well for us. This is actually, is it? Oh yeah, I did get it. This is a little bit of a funnier way that I did it. These are actually direct. So you're going to see that as soon as the input comes to here, it's going to go right here to get produced. Where I actually got these guys trying to save a little bit of space, go from the lasers. Then they actually get fed up into the line, and so these lasers output to all the sewing machines. And these, I believe, do the same. Yeah, these lasers output to all the sewing machines the same sort of way. So it's kind of like resetting an input person. And like it's working. So that's fine. I did put a couple of big beds in some of these because we were just doing some work in them. And that's fine too, I guess. Well, okay, that works well. Oh, look at that. Taxi right when we need it. Okay, let's see. Where's our next place to go? Nope. Didn't I have another jewelry factory? Okay, I did have it here. So I could check out our first jewelry factory. And, so here it's got a bit of a funnier design, but we'll start with the expensive line. It's sort of just one expensive goods going all the way down into the laser cutters. There is still room to expand it. So we haven't run out of expensive jewelry in like forever. So when we hit that point, then I think I even have some machines here that I can do it. That when we hit that point, we'll definitely get the machine going and get them in. Like I even have the rings. I got some of this even in place, ready to go. But it's pretty much just splitting that 2 of these that take an hour each. Go to 1 roller. That takes 30 minutes, so that splits. And these take 30 minutes. And there's their output. And they have a little central path here to lead them to a couple shelves here. And then I think there's some shelves at the back there too, if I'm not mistaken. I think we saw, yeah. Which, if we looked at the back, no, I'm hiding and hinting. It leads us to our spaghetti factory. So these are cheap jewelry factories lines. I actually have 2 of them. That there's 2 inputs for this one. That they're both doing the same sort of thing. That all our laser cuttings here. All our laser cuttings here. I even have it a little spaghettied around a bit, trying to squeeze the most of it we can. That they get sort of combined in. Do I get combined? I wasn't sure. Yeah, I did keep them combined. And then it sort of splits off immediately. That they go from their split to a roller into their own sort of consumer goods factories. That we did a little spaghetti wiring to get going, but it works. And you know, if it works, it's not that bad. So you'll sort of see the rings kind of go out and around easy on this one, and then out around and then into the back input there on that one. It does the same thing, but oh, I didn't even flip it. I was gonna say it does the same thing but flipped, but not fully flipped, I guess. Because yeah, I have all the inputs there. And I got a little, I don't want to say lazy with it, but I think I tried to tighten here up a bit. So I just kind of put him like this, and it's worked, I guess. I guess I don't have enough rings. That could be a bit of a problem, couldn't it? That's fine, I guess. We'll have to check that, or maybe I just don't have it set properly. Let's find out. Oh, I never set it. That would be why. Metal bands, they're actually called. And that would actually be getting these working properly. Apparently I messed up. You know, every now and then it's okay to make a mistake. I didn't even set that properly. So, hey, that's 2 things I apparently never set. So that would be boosting production a fair bit on cheap jewelry still. Whoops. Okay. But hey, we can let it run for a second. And then if we pop it into interior designer, we'll sort of see this has got something in it now. Oh, I don't even know where Timothy is. Maybe, yeah, I can't even find Timothy, but that's fine. I believe that it'll work, and I can check back later. But that's our jewelry, so it is a bit of a spaghetti. I guess it's a little funny how I did it, but I think I like it. Spaghetti's around a lot, but we're not wasting too many cheap jewelries in the raw form. That we were going to do, just because we can even show it a little better. I think I mentioned it a couple times. But pretty much all the raw goods that you're going to get are in boxes of 300. So if we have 1,500 up to 1,500 uncut gems in this, if we only had 1,000 in the workshop, if we only ordered 1,000, there's a chance this guy could get none. So we would have to like do math, and if we had more, like if we had 3 inputs and we only had 3,000 gems, there's a chance the third one would get none, and like the fourth one would get none. So like I did block off like some of the electronic ones. I believe I did it more. That like maybe I did it here too. I did it here too. So I just like threw some random items in here. So you'll actually see in this metal bands, it's got one full box of 300 and a second box of 193. But these other 4 boxes are just useless junk, just to sort of fill it in. And like you could do that, it's just a lot of effort. So early on it makes sense to do, but as you like expand into like tens of lines at a time, or like trying to build in tens of lines and like tens of inputs, I mean, it doesn't make as much sense. And like it's okay to be a little wasteful on like conveyors and stuff if you could save yourself some inventory and like save your production line a bit. Like why not like put that little bit of effort in? And I know if we think about putting that little bit of effort in, I believe it brings us to our sort of last little space that we spent a fair bit of time. It's just, I mean, we spent a lot of time in here. It's just going to be our little industrial home. So, it's got a little room. A little bathroom shares the office, apparently. And, like, hey, we got a lot done in here. We got a lot of books, a little stove, oven, the bed, and I guess that sort of does it. And I know, oh, wow, we did even hit a little over the hour mark. But, like, thank you, if we could just sort of say, like, thank you, everyone, for, like, watching. And, like, I hope, I don't know if this is your sort of catch-up point in the series, or if you even look back. I think I've titled and put a fair bit of notes through the descriptions of stuff that happened too. So if there's sort of some you try to peek through, I don't know how well YouTube search works, but like, hey, maybe it get you where you want to go. And like, I hope if you made it this far in the series, or if you skipped ahead, that you'd enjoyed. And I want to keep going. I'm excited. I know we're getting a little closer and closer for the sort of next update of the game. So it's going to be the factories update. We might do a bit of a challenge with it. I do see I didn't do that wall coloring very well. But we'll probably do that little challenge I spoke about a little while back in that update, because it'll make a little bit of sense. But for now, I think we're just happy trying to make some things pretty as we go, and we'll like take it a little slow, take it a little easy, and enjoy the run as long as we can. By the time if we do a production only kind of run, it'll be a lot tougher. But we'll make it work. And if you have anything you think I missed or you want to see, feel free to leave a comment, send a message. I know I'm even semi-active on the Discord for Big Ambitions, and it's nice seeing how everybody does. It's a fun time, and I mean, I'd say 100 episodes in, I've been enjoying the game, and I hope you do too. So, like, thank you again for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Peace.